What's up, guys and girls? Giovanni here, and today is the day I'm going to be talking about Raven's Home, Season 4, Episodes 1 through 7. More specifically, Episode 1. But I'll save that for last.
Alright then. On with the show.
Episode 0. Chelsea being a blonde became a thing in this episode. I don't know if this is a behind the scenes reason or a storyline reason, but either way, Chelsea and Elise is a much harder redhead or orange head. All this happened in the crossover with Bunk'd, which I did not watch because no setup and I don't watch the show. And from what I heard, it was bad. The most notable, debatable thing I heard from the crossover was that Booker had a vision to which they're setting up the next crossover. And I find that funny. Because let's say it doesn't happen now. It doesn't have to be right now. Maybe it could happen in 3 years from now. However, in the future, I'm going to do a video on when I think Raven's home should end. Plus, this will be the second vision to have set up. The first being the one Raven had in Season 2 about her clothes design being on stage, and that came to fruition in the Season 2 finale. This could be the first vision to be set up and then ignored if this crossover never happens. Episode 2, Baking Bad. It was mad. Episode 3, Big Little Surprise. I like that Raven's home creates its own little celebrities in their universe. I didn't like the episode at first, but then it went to an okay to then, you know what? I wouldn't mind going back and watching this episode. There's only one thing I think the Raven's home writers missed out on, and that was having Sunrise Mahoney saying she knows Lil Z. Like maybe she went onto his web show. Not only that, Lil Z was mentioned in Baking Bad, which was mad. I just think when the Raven's home writers make up their own celebrities, I think they should at least know or have met the other celebrities they have made up in their own universe. So, whenever the next made up celebrity comes, I hope they've met or at least know about Sunrise Mahoney. Episode 4. Now, with how my mind works, this title just sounds weird, and it's called Tescue Me. What? Anyway, it was okay. Episode 5, Sharp Job Jax. This is the second episode I have liked this season. Booker and Nia are known to quit. I don't know if this has been represented in past episodes, but okay. The thing that wheeled me in though was Tess. I mean, my Raven's home viewers know, or should know, I hated Tess back in the beginning of the show. I hated her in Season 1. I hated her in the first half of Season 2. However, when Chelsea left, that second half of Season 2, that's when Tess started to grow into her own. Bars. So I would like to thank Chelsea for her sacrifice, because if she would have never left in Season 2, I probably would still be hating Tess to this very day. Episode 6.
And that, kids, is how I met your mother.
And that, kids, is how I met your mentor. This episode was not bad. Not bad at all. Tess got her revenge on Booker stealing her sandwich.
Booker Baxter Carter, snack legend.
Oh, goody, am.
My favorite.
Just one question. Is the Vlad thing actually happening? I get Levi said it wasn't a costume, but it should happen on the next Halloween episode, since it's a tradition for this show. What if Levi is actually possessed by a vampire? Foreshadowing or not, you foreshadow this, but you won't bring back the surfboard from Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2. I'm not letting it go. Chelsea / Raven's pregnancy / college years were mentioned again. And no Eddie reference once again. I'm pretty sure he was there when they were giving births to their children, because he's their best friend. I'm just saying, one day, when or if they reference Eddie Thompson by name, They should not perform it in front of a crowd because of the reaction it will probably cause. It's gonna cause problems, people. Maybe. This episode. This episode, season 4, episode 1, is a cheap ass, weak ass interpretation of the Ghost in Sweet 613 from Zach and Cody. The best Disney Channel sitcom episode of all time. Even the title is similar. Nothing worthy really happened. But there are things I would like to mention before I go. Number 1. I don't like that they ended the movie direct the storyline with Levi. It kind of just brings up the point. What was the point of it in season 3? Why did he give it up? To expand on my point, in episode 5, he's helping Tess shoot her basketball promo. And I'm like, so did he give it up or not? Just ending it is dumb. Oh my goodness. It's pissing me off. Bring it back, just like the surfboard. I know what you're thinking, but Giovanni, the episodes were aired out of order. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Why did he give it up? Unless the Ravens home writers have something else planned for Levi, it makes no sense. How about this? Oh, here we go. Since Levi has given up directing movies, he still wants to do something that has to do with cameras. That way, it's still in the realm. It is still in the realm of him directing. Best example, what if Levi becomes a photographer? Like I said, as long as it still deals with cameras, I'm good. Number 2, Booker is still taking his visions out of context. I guess the writers just gave up on that at the season 2. And I wonder how long before Ramen finds out about the visions. But I would like to see him not know the entire season. Number 3, there was some good editing in this episode. And that really comes at the end. They try to leave the room, but then they are in a time loop and they can't leave the room. Ramen is moving the curtain and they go from the left side of the screen to the right. Levi is outside the apartment on the balcony and then back inside the apartment. And then
Booker and the Bookettes
end up outside the apartment. Just good editing. They should do more one-shots like this. Number 4, Raven and Chelsea were passing out candy. And there were so many kids wearing My Little Unihorse costumes, which is basically My Little Pony. When Chelsea and Raven see the children, Chelsea brings up, maybe all this is because of the reboot. And then Raven Baxter says, I love a reboot. And I just want to say, that's basically what Fuller House did by breaking the fourth wall. In their kind of tone, if that makes sense. Because I've said those two shows are basically the same. So when Raven said, I love a good reboot, I'm like, Raven's Home is not a reboot. I need to smack the writers in the face and say Raven's Home is not a reboot. It's not a spin-off either. If it was a spin-off, this would be starring Chelsea. So, Raven's Home is a revival, a continuation. Even Raven Samo said it's that so Raven 2 in quotation marks, people. Now, a reboot, it would be the same characters but a new continuity. So basically, Raven's Home would be Earth 2 Raven. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. I bet they was inspired by the Ghost in Sweet 613. But even then, it's like they didn't even try. Let me rephrase that. Raven's Home is talking to Zach and Cody and saying, can I copy your homework? Because Tess was Cody because she was scared. Booker was Maddie trying to explain everything. Nia was London. Then I guess Levi was Zach and Ramen was Esteban. I don't know. Anyway, at the end of the day, I just find it funny when Tess was saying, there's no such thing as ghosts. I find it funny. I mean, because this is in the same universe as Wizards of Waverly Place. Oh, and the ghost in Sweet 613 to prove they are ghosts. There are ghosts in this universe. They need to get hip. So, my grade for the episode would be a 4 out of 10. My grade for the season so far would be a 3 out of 10. But yeah, get your fingers up and say it with me. Does anybody want to go get pizza with me?
I hate pizza. It reminds me of my unfaithful husband.
What the fuck? know what? No, I'm getting the hell out of here. Nah. Not tonight.